There's obviously somewhat clickbait, but I think that there's a nugget of truth to the fact that Messi playing at right wing, Messi playing at cam, you restricted him, and his best position was at false nine. Out of Messi's 3 Champions Leagues he's won, 2 of them were at false nine. I'll get into why 2009 was false nine, even though I'll put up pictures. The lineup technically is not false nine, but I'll explain why it actually was tactically. He's played, 5 World Cups, because 2010, 2014, 2018, 22, 26. Yeah, 5 World Cups. The 2 bad World Cups, 2010, he's at cam. 2018, I forgot it was cam right wing, I'll be honest, but Argentina barely make it out the groups, smashed. 2014, 2022, 2026, he plays up top of his strike partner, even more not coincidentally, on purpose, 4-4-2. And yeah, before you nerds say it, I know he technically played 2006 World Cup and Champions League. He didn't play enough to really get a sample size, though. And I also said I forgot about 2018. Did he play cam? Did he play right wing? Sampaoli dropped absolute disaster class. That's probably why Argentina did so bad. He switched the lineup in players damn near every game. Messi played like right wing, cam, and false nine. As I was saying, 2009, Messi was technically a right wing. But I mean, actually just watching the game, you see that he was checking in right in between the strikers. And then you might ask, well, what's the difference between attacking mid and a false nine? I think it's completely different. Having a false nine completely changes your structure. You have to cover for the guy that's just roaming, which obviously Barca could do with Puyol, Xavi, and it's Messi. You run those extra yards for a guy like him. He even gets a header in the box. He was not a winger. He was in the central of the field. And in 2011, we'll just get into it, he played a Villa, which Villa would technically be a wide. But if you're checking into that space behind the DM, which there's actually a clip where Xabi Alonso talks about just how hard it was to mark Messi at the false nine.
Xavi used to come here to get the ball, and when I used to go to press him, this space, and Messi came from the number 9 position to this position behind me, and they used to do 2 against 1 against me, and Ramos came to press Messi where this big space used to be created. And when Messi got, he used to play for Villa or for Pedro in that position. And
because of Cam, you know exactly where Cam is. The DM just man marks him. False nine's behind the DM. It's hard to mark someone that's behind you. Teammate has to communicate in a $80,000 fan field. It's gonna be hard. What was even my point? Messi. So you have 2 strikers of, in 2011, Villa, Sanchez, Messi would be in behind, and he's running at defenders, usually in a false nine. I don't know, I think it's absolutely genius what Guardiola was doing back then. People say he's a bit overrated, but he was really doing wonders with that 2011 and 2009 squad. That's why Barca was so dominant. 2012, some people say the greatest year of an athlete ever. That was at the false nine. So at Barca, at the club level, definitely false nine. Now, as I said, at the international level, maybe sometimes it'd be tinkered with cam or right wing, the group stage, or, here and then. But in the finals, it was a 4-4-2 with twice it was Alvarez, once of Higuain. And, as I said, just makes so much sense transitionally. In the 4-4-2, the other guy can do more of the dirty work for Messi. We know in his old age, it's really something he shouldn't be doing. And he's just a player that, like I said, you run the hard yards for. So I think false nine is just so much better for a guy like Messi. But I'm going to end this video off with a clip of Mourinho explaining why and a question about Yamal.
Joga a 9 ou a 9,5. Anda ali naqueles 50 metros quadrados e ali a distância para a baliza é mais pequena, o trabalho defensivo é menos intenso, o outro joga de banda. Ala, é um ala. Como é que um ala marca tantos golos como um 9? Um ala que defende. Um ala que acaba um jogo aos 94 minutos a fazer um sprint defensivo atrás do Pedro que se ia a isolar. Um jogador que nas bolas paradas, defensivas, vem à sua defesa 20 vezes porque é um jogador fundamental na organização.
As for Yamal, I'm just wondering, as Barca don't have a striker, Julian Alvarez, Atletico Madrid don't want to sell to a rival, which, let me know what you guys think about that. It pissed me off if I was a Barca fan, but it's does make sense. It is just a rival. You never want to be strengthening a rival, as we see with Chelsea and Enzo. Anyways, Barca don't have a striker. Messi can do it. Yamal's not the same profile, but Yamal's already getting double teamed at his age. He's already getting those nasty La Liga fouls. I wonder, I just want to see it tried. I think it was Rafinha was a striker against Elche, but Yamal's just different gravy. I really just want to see it tried. Experiment with it, Flick. You haven't been able to get past that final hump in the Champions League. Yamal's not getting the GA in the big games, which I don't even think is his fault. He's setting up his teammates. Maybe just try something. Try Yamal at the false nine. Adeyemi and Rafinha, they're wingers that, Adeyemi's rapid. If you can get a transition of Adeyemi, that's perfect. Then Rafinha, he loves the back post. He's such a classic winger. So yeah, let me know, what do you guys think about that? Because I'm talking about it. Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.